So here we are in the fifth lesson, the first text, Jǐnán de Quánshuǐ. So here also I am just writing that Jǐnán de Quánshuǐ. So, and also here it is given it as Leopai, it's 600, Sanshi San Z. Okay, so Jǐnán de, so it is kind of, it is a reading passage only. Unlike the HSK 4 and all, it is going to be a reading passage. It's like a college prose. Sometimes we can refer this to as a college prose also. Okay, Jǐnán de Quánshuǐ, Jǐnán de Quánshuǐ, Jǐnán de Quánshuǐ. Li Shi is history, long lasting. Li Shi Yojiu, Zui Zhao de Wanzi, Jizai Keyi, Tui Dao, San Qian Duo Nian Qian. So that means Jǐnán spring water, history is long standing, and Zui Zhao the earliest, Wanzi is written, Wanzi Jizai, that means written records. Keyi, maybe Keyi Tui Dao Sanqian. Tui Dao Sanqian can be tracked back to the 3000 more than Duo Sanqian, Tuo Nian Qian. So 3000 years ago. So I'm just going to write, let me make it little more the lighter version. Okay, Jǐnán de Quánshuǐ, Li Shi is long standing. Yojiu, Zui Zhao de Wanzi, so that it will be helpful for you to keep it on the track. These words, Jizai, Keyi Tui Dao, San Qian Duo Nian Qian. Okay, Nian Qian. So Jǐnán spring water has a long history, and the earliest written record can be traced back to more than 3000 years ago. So this is like we can say in the Indian context. So the Ganges has a very long history. So and it is mentioned in our ancient text that it is thousands of years ago. So like that, these lines emphasize the ancient cultural importance of Jǐnán. And also we have Shuduo, Wan Ren, To Tui, Ta de Shangin, Yansa, Xingchuang, Wei Dao, Jin Xingguo, Miao Xie, Liu Xie le Shuduo, Zanmei, Quánshuǐ de Shivan. Okay, so that means what? Shuduo Wanren. Shuduo Wanren is Shuduo Wanren. Wanzi is the classical record or the scholarly articles. So Shuduo Wanren is nothing but the many scholars. So the Wanren is the scholars, the writers. Do Tui Tada, all about it. Shangin is nothing but sound. Shangin, sound. Yansa, color, and Yansa, Sing Chuang. Sing Chuang is nothing but the shape. Sing Chuang. Wei Dao. Wei Dao is taste. Wei Dao is taste. And then also Jing Sing Guo. Jing Sing Guo. Jing Sing Guo. That means Jing Sing Guo is carried out the descriptions. Liao Xiele. Liao Xiele is left behind. Okay, Liao Xiele. Shu Duo, many. Shu Duo, many. Many. Shu Duo. Zan Mei Chuan Shui de. Zan Mei. Zan Mei Chuan Shui de Shivan. Chuan Shui de Shivan. Okay. So many has like the writings, the praising the Zanmei is nothing but praise. Zanmei, here also it has been given. Zanmei is to praise, to extend. So Zanmei, so they praise the spring water. So in Indian context, we can say the in our classical text also, the scholars has written about the Himalayas, Ganga or the Kaveri in poems and literature. So this is to show, this paragraph is to show the cultural and the artistic admiration of this the Jǐnán spring water. Okay, and then we have Jǐnán, Jǐnán. So R is nothing but and, or sometimes it can also be taken as the meaning of various. Jǐnán de Lau Pai Sing, the ordinary people. Lau Pai Sing, Chu Zai, Lau Pai Sing, Jǐnán de Lau Pai Sing, Chu Zai, Chuan Shui, Chuan Pian. So the people who are living beside the water, the spring water. Her so they have been drinking it. Drinking it. Che suo. So Tian mei the Chuan Shui. So that means they are saying that the Tian is nothing but the spring, the sweet spring water. Tian is sweetness. So the Tian mei the Chuan Shui. Ziren Tui Ta Chongman. Chongman is nothing but Chongman we can say it is about what else we can say. Chongman, it is full of Chongman, full of Kanju Chi Ching. So it is what is Kanju is the next term. Kanju Chi Ching, Kanju Chi Ching. So Kanju Chi Ching is feelings of gratitude. Chi Ching is nothing but gratitude. Kanju Chi Ching. Song ye Chan Sheng le Shu Duo Guayu Chuan Shui de Mei Li Chuan Shu. So Song ye Chan Sheng le Shu Duo Guayu Chuan Shui de Mei Li Chuan Shu. So that means, so here, so they are saying that therefore, song there, therefore, Chan Shengler, that means produced the water. Therefore, the produced or the giving rise to many Guan Yu Wan Chuan the about the spring water. Guan Yu is nothing but about. Meili Chuan Chuan Shuo. Meili Chuan Shuo. So that means beautiful legends. So if we like able to organize all this in the way of telling all this together. So the ordinary people of Jǐnan live by the springs and drink this sweet spring water. So naturally they are full of gratitude. And thus, Songer, so therefore, and thus, the many beautiful many beautiful legends mainly about the spring water came into being. Beautiful legends about the spring water came into being. Jǐnán de Jǐnán de Chu Zai Chuan Pian, Che Tian Mai de Chuan Shui, Ziren Dui Ta Chongman Kanchi Chi Ching, Songarya Chansheng Le Shu Tuo, Guan Yu Chuan Shui the Mei Chuan Shuo. So it's very poetical. Okay, so on the villages, and also we can say in relate to the Indian context, the villages near the rivers or temples in India the scholars develop the stories about the legends, and the beliefs is carried in the locals because people depend on that water daily to consume. So they are gratitude. With the gratitude, they develop, they believe the legends and the stories. Okay, and the next we are moving on to the next session, next paragraph. Xingchuan Hanjiu Yiqian. Xingchuan Hanjiu Yiqian. Hanjiu Yiqian. Jǐnán Chengli Yoga Shanliang de Qingnian, Ming Jiao Pao Chuan, Ta Sui Yishu, Jiula Handoren. Okay. Xingchuan is nothing but, the legend says, or it is said that Xingchuan, Hanjiu Yiqian. So the legend says long ago, Hanjiu Yiqian, long ago, Jǐnán Chengli Yo the Shanliang the Qingnian. Shangliang the Qingnian. So there was a kind young man, Yo Ming Jiao, so he is named as Ming Pao Chuan. Ta Sui Yishu. He studied medicine. His name is Pao Chuan and he studied medicine. And Ta Sui Yishu, Jiula. Here this Jiula is to save. Jiula, he saved Handoren. He saved a lot of people. Yis. So before going that, I'm just repeating that. Xingchuan Hanjiu Yiqian, Jǐnán Chengli Yoga, Shanliang de Qingnian, Ming Jiao Pao Chuan, Ta Sui Yishu, Jiula Handoren. Is Tazai Lupian Jiula Yivai Yundao the Lauren. So that means what is once. Zai Lupian Jiula. Tazai Lupian Jiula Yivai Tazai Lupian Jiula Yivai by the roadside, he saved one. Ey is he saved an individual. Ey Yuntao the Lauren. Yuntao is nothing but Yuntao the Lauren. Yuntao is fainted. Fainted old man. Ping Pa Lauren, Jia Hui Jia Chaugu. Jia Hui Jia Chaugu. So, ping, and. So, here it is a connector again. Ping is and. Ping Pa Lauren. Ping Pa Lauren. Jia Hui Jia. So, he has taken back home Jia Hui Jia. That means here we can't take the Jia as to answer, as we have seen in the second HSK2. So here we have to think it as a take back one, the person. Chaugu, to take care of. Chaugu is a word we have seen in the HSK3. Chaugu. So once he saved an old man who had fainted by the roadside and took him home to take care of him. Okay. Che Lauren Chi Shi Tong Hai Long Wang the Gerger. And this man happens to be actually Chi Shi is actually Chi Shi Tong Hai. Tong Hai is the name of the other person, the elder brother. So this man is the elder brother of the Dragon King. Dragon King is Tong Hai Long Wang, the East Sea. Tong Hai. Tong is nothing but East. Tong Hai. Tong Hai is East Sea. Long Wang the Gerger. So Long Wang is the name of the king. Long Wang is the Dragon King and the Gerger. So this old man is the elder brother of the Dragon King. Tongguo Lauren. Tongguo. That means it is a connector, or we can also sometimes use as the first word of the sentence as well. Tongguo Lauren the Jiashao. So through this old man's introduction, Song, okay, Lauren, Jiashao, the old man's introduction. And then Pao Chuan, Song Long Wang, Song. Pao Chuan, Song Long Wang, Nar Chio Taula Chi Ping Juren the Payuhu. So that means Pao Chuan, Song Long Wang, Nar Chio Taula Chi Ping Juren the Payuhu. Song Pao Chuan, Song. So that means through the old man's introduction, Pao Chuan obtained from the Dragon King a white jade pot that could cure illnesses and save people. So that is Chio Taula, he asked for that. Who? The Pao Chuan, Song Long Wang. So from the king, the Pao Chuan has asked Narchio Taula, asked for that. Narchio Taula, Chi Ping Juren, the curing illness. Chi Ping Juren. Chi Ping is nothing but curing the illness. Ping Juren the Payuhu. Payuhu is nothing but it is the white jade pot. Chi Ping Juren is curing the illnesses and saving the people. Okay, next one is Veiler. Veiler, Pu, Veiler, Pupei. Veiler, in order to, Veiler, Veiler, Pupei, Veiler, Pupei, Huai, Ren, Chiangzhou. So, Veiler, Pupei, in order to, Pupei, Veiler, Pupei, Huai, Huai, Ren, Chiangzhou. So, in order to, it is not to be taken by the Huairen. Huairen is bad people. Huairen, Chiangzhou, not be taken by the bad people. Ta Pahumai, so he has buried into the ground. Ta Pahumai, this one is Pa. Ta Pahumai, Ru Dishia, Sangla Chilai. So he has buried into the ground. Tapa Humai Ru Dishia Sangla Chilai. Yusha Jiu Pian Chengla Jintian Yo Tianxia Ti Yi Chuan maiming the Pautu Chuan. So it's kind of little complicated here. Tapu Hui. So here, so they are saying that Tapu Hui. Tapahu Mai Ru Dishia Sangla Chilai. Yush Jiu Tian Chengla. Chintian Yo Tian Shia Ti Chuan. Maiming the Pautu Chuan. So in order not to let the bad people to take it away, so he buried the pot underground and hid it. So as a result, it became today's Bautu spring, which is known as the number 1 spring. Tianxia Ti Chuan, maiming the Bautu Chuan. So this has become the number 1 spring under the heaven. So now we are going on into the third paragraph. Rujin the Jǐnán. Rujin is nowadays. Rujin the Jǐnán. Shichu is nothing but Shichu is urban. Shichu Nei, the urban area. Nei is nothing but the urban area. Shichu Nei, Rugo the Jǐnán Shichu Nei, Funpu is distributed. Funpu cha Dada Xiao Chi Pai Duoga Tianran Chuan Cherzai Go Nei Wai Cheng Shi Chongshi Jiwei Xiao Yod. So Funpu cha Data Xiao. Fanpu is distributed as small, big and small. Chi pai is more than 700. Chi pai. Duoga Tien Ran Chuan. So natural spring. Tien Ran is nothing but natural. Chuan is spring. So natural springs. Cherzai among this, Chong, Cherzai Gonei, Cherzai Gonei, that means Cherzai Gonei, Bai Chengshi, here we can't able to take the meaning of Gonei, instead I can give it as overall meaning, Gonei, Bai Chengshi, Chongshi Jivai Shayoda. So which is extremely rare, Shaoyu. Gonei, Waichengshi, Chongshi, Jivai, Shaoyod. So extremely rare to find this type of springs. Yo Rus, there are a lot of connectors in this text. Yo Rus have so many. Duoda, Yo Rus, Chu Duoda Chuan have so many names. Means Tangren, of course, Yashao Puliao. So can't be missing. With so many springs, of course, there are many names. So I'm just repeating. Yos, Yo Rus, Chuduo the Chuan, Mings Tangran Yer Shaupulio. So with so many springs, of course, there are so many names. Jǐnán de Quánshuǐ the Yomei, Hai Ke Yi Song Na Dute the means Shang Fan Ying Chulai. Shang Fan Ying Chulai. Ru Yi Ren Ming Yi Ming Yi Ren Ming the Shun Chuan Yi Tongwu Ming the Haihu Chuan Yi Xing Chuang Ming the Chen Chu Chuan Ting. So the springs have been named after the persons, and also they have given various unique names like Shun Spring, Black Tiger Spring, I have already mentioned in the first video, or the Pearl Spring by the shape of the Xing Chuang is nothing but shape. So named after the shapes, named after the animals, named after the people. So like that, named after the people, we can go with Yi Tongwu Ming the Hai Hu Chuan, Yi Xing Chuang Ming the Chen Chu Chuan, like that. So that's all. This text is ending here. We will connect with the next text in the next video.